Guys, I'm going to tell you why quitting your job is probably the worst thing that you could do if you want to be an entrepreneur or side hustler. First and foremost, look at what one of my patients got me. This is awesome. I'm going to show you guys. Look at this. It has my name on it and everything. It's like a little pen. This is cute. This is nice. But yeah, let me explain to you guys why you shouldn't believe any of the entrepreneurs that you see online that tell you that you have to quit your job, quit your 9 to 5. You shouldn't believe any of them, and let me tell you exactly why. Welcome to the video, guys. If you seen the last video, you guys said you liked it a lot, and I want to show. Wow, look at this thing. It's amazing. Look at that. It's perfect. It's beautiful. So I'm at work right now, and I make on average about $20,000 extra a month, just side hustling online. And I think it's powerful for me to share my story because, when I first got into entrepreneurship, as you can see, I'm fairly older. And I never thought of entrepreneurship as something that was good. I never thought of entrepreneurship as something that was amazing. Hold on, let me close this door. You can hear me more. So I never really thought of entrepreneurship as something that was like amazingly good. My first introduction to entrepreneurs were people who worked long hours. They were like, they were on the, they were standing up for long hours. They were hairstylists, they were barbers, and they would work like 12 hours just to make $200, $300 or something like that. So I never looked at entrepreneurs as people who were intelligent, people who were smart. But then social media and the internet came out, and it literally shifted my paradigm and shifted everything that I thought about entrepreneurship and side hustling. Social media came out, and if you know anything about social media, Mark Zuckerberg became rich off of social media. First, I believe it was MySpace. MySpace was the first time where the internet and social media kind of collided. And that was like the test. And then it went to Facebook. And then after Facebook, it went to Instagram. And then after Instagram, it went to this thing called Vine. And I said to myself, you know what, man, I see a pattern here, because if you know anything about anything, life, success always leaves clues. It will always do that. That's just how life is. It will always leave clues. So it's up to you as a human being, as an individual, as an adult, to see those clues and to tap into those clues. Most people don't do that, and that's where the problem lies. Like, they just, maybe they're too emotional to see the clues, or maybe they don't have the patience to see the clues, because a lot of people, folks, our life story is different. Our life story is unique. So, for instance, if you weren't in a position to look for clues and you're desperate, you need something to happen right now, you don't have the luxury of waiting to find clues. You just gotta make something happen. But I had the luxury of waiting to see clues using the Compound Effect. That's a great book that you guys should read, by the way. And it just basically states that every day you just work towards your goals. So don't try to, success is actually in the journey, not in the destination, because success is a journey. It's not a destination. Like, you have to continuously write chapters. Every single day you have to write chapters. So just knowing and understanding that, reading that book, I saw a clue. I saw multiple clues. First it was MySpace, then it was Facebook, then it was Instagram. And then what really tipped it off for me was Twitter. When Twitter came out, I was like, man, this is mostly for like celebrities. If celebrities are getting on social media, creating a Twitter account, getting on social media and talking, and people are actually listening to them, and we're getting news updates in real time, man, this is actually something that's powerful. So I said to myself, hey, when the next social media thing comes out, I'm going to try my best to try to get on it. And it came out. The next social media thing after that was Snapchat. And then I realized with Snapchat, I tried, but I didn't really succeed with Snapchat because their business model was different. Their business model, it wasn't allowing you to reach strangers. So with Snapchat, I tried it, I learned it, but it didn't really work too much for me. I still stayed inside of the ecosystem of my friends and my family. But then something magical happened, man. Something called TikTok. And TikTok just changed everything, because TikTok's algorithm introduces you to perfect strangers, much like YouTube, but at a higher clip, at a higher rate. So TikTok introduces you to people, strangers, content that you might be interested in. YouTube, you have to search for the content. So, for example, if you search up how to make money online, you'll probably see one of my videos. That's how you get in contact with people on YouTube. So you have to actually actively search for it. But on TikTok, it puts content in front of you and sees how you react to it. And then based on the way how you react to it, then they'll let you, it'll determine if it's going to show more of that content to you or less of that content to you. So I'm scrolling on TikTok, and people are talking about entrepreneurship before it even became a thing, before it even became something massive. And I'm like, man, I have a job. First and foremost, before I even speak, I want to classify the difference between a job and a career, because most people don't understand the difference. So if you have a job, that means that you're most likely just the type of person to come into work every single day. You don't really know where you're not. You don't see any longevity at your job. That's what a job is. But there's a difference between a job and a career. So at the beginning of this video, I said you should not quit your job if you're trying to be an entrepreneur and a side hustle, and I stand by that. Because a career is something that's a little bit more prestigious. If you have a career, that means that you're going to be that for the rest of, you invested in a degree, you're going to be that for the rest of your existence, most likely. That's what you're going to use to feed your family. That's what you're going to use to craft and build your life. Because your career, your job is it should be a trampoline to building your life. And I want you guys to understand that wholeheartedly, because a lot of people like to classify a job and a career as a bad thing, but it is not. Your job and a career should be a trampoline to build your life. And if you have a trampoline, just like which a career is a better trampoline, you can craft your side hustle. You can build your side hustle to the point where your side hustle will pay your lifestyle. Listen to me clearly, guys. Your side hustle will pay your lifestyle, and your job or your career will pay your bills. And that's when you will change your life exponentially. That's amazing. That's awesome. And I think everybody should tap into that. Financial literacy nugget, because you don't want to look at your job as a bad thing. You want to look at your job as a trampoline, right? So on TikTok, on Instagram, these people were saying, oh, you know what? Quit your job, and the motivating selling point was quit your job, leave your job. But I saw what they were saying, and I realized that I could use my job to my advantage. So my job, I make, substantial amount of money. Let's just call it a job just because, just to be relatable. My job, I make substantial amount of money. And the fact that, but I have to work for it. When you're at your job, when you're at your career, you have to work for the money that you get. Because remember, you can't make money, you can only earn it. And something else that I learned from social media, you can't make money, you can only earn it. You have to deserve it. So the job that I make, the money that I make at my job, at my career, I am earning that money. But the money that you make with your side hustle, particularly online, is money that it just seems so passive, because you're making money passively. And that's why I think the best thing for you guys to do is to start making start a side hustle some way, shape, or form. And particularly, I think it should be online. I think that is the best side hustle to start, because it's not like, I think you should get your start online. If my honest opinion, just because it's so simple. I wouldn't say it's easy, but it's so simple. If you have mental fortitude, and you can mentally pick up things quick, and your learning curve is fairly quick, I think you should. Give me a second. Hey, lung scan? Yeah, I know about the doses coming. Okay, all right, thanks. Yeah, my secretaries. So, yeah, if you can learn how to make money online, and then use that money that you make online in order to maybe develop some sort of income, generate some income that is quick, that is fast, that is easy to make, and then put that into like a physical business, like a real estate. Oh my God, your life, your family's life will just utterly change. And I think it's one of the most powerful things. So yeah, just a quick short video. Guys, you have to make sure to make money online. Don't quit your job to become an entrepreneur. Instead, keep your job and use that as a trampoline to become a side hustler and an entrepreneur. The businesses that I recommend that you should start is digital marketing, TikTok shop. Yeah, let me show you guys. So I wish we could turn that around. So for my digital marketing business, and this is completely passive, I'm going to show you guys the power of digital marketing. And I'm going to put the course link in the bio too, just so you guys can learn how to do this for yourself, because this is just utterly amazing. And the only reason why I'm promoting this and telling you guys to do it, because I do it. So I don't know if you guys can see this. Can you guys see this? That's how much money I've made in like the last, just since my digital marketing journey. So in the last 3 or 4 months, I wish I could turn the camera around. I don't really know how to. But in my last 3 or 4 months, I've made this much, guys. $29,000 in the last 3 or 4 months. That's just insane. And that's money that you could play around with. That's money that you could, you know, that's somebody's school fee. That's my child's school fee right there. If my daughter or my son was going to college, just right there, just from making money online. And, you know, I have the full course and the full training down below. If this is something that interests you, you can go into it and check it out. And, you know, I'm the type of person, I don't like telling people what to do, but I do like showing people that, hey, listen, this is amazing, awesome, spectacular, any amazing adjective that you can. Man, I'm really obsessed with this. One of my patients got me this. Anything that you can do to earn some income online and help yourself, I think you should definitely do it, man. I think you should definitely do it, girl. I think you should definitely do it, boy. I think you should definitely do it, child. Because the thing about making money online is that you can make money being yourself. Once you learn the businesses and you learn everything, but just remember to keep, the learning curve is unique to every person, because I don't know your learning style or your teaching or how you learn. But what I can definitely say is that social media businesses are best because it just helps, it puts you in contact with real people and you can really help them, you know, without the extra stuff like the you know, the sales calls. And, you know, because people are really nice. It's just that if people are bad, they're probably more selfish than bad or evil. I like to think that in today's world, people are generally nice. They want to be nice, you know, because everybody has a friend. Everybody has somebody that they care about. But people generally understand that they have to be nice. And if you can help people and solve their problems, guess what? They'll handsomely, nicely pay you. There's no reason why they will not, because that's what money is for. We live on a financial planet. So you should get paid. And you should get paid for, but you don't want to think selfish. You want to think more selfless. Yeah? You want to try to help people. You don't want to think selfish to the point where it's like, I just want money, I want money, I want money. You just want to set up the systems and then start to help people. Set up the system so that you can make money and you can extract the payment from people seamlessly. But essentially what you want to do is you want to be selfless, right? You want to think about somebody else over yourself, because when you think about other people giving, guess what's going to happen to you? You're going to receive, not get, because there's a difference between get and receive. Receive is bestowed upon you. Get is you're looking for something. It has a negative connotation. You know, like, I just want to get this. You know, it's fast. It's in and out. It's not really substantial or has any longevity to it. So that's my advice to you guys. And how I've literally been able to make so much money in the past couple months just investing in myself, investing in an online business, having my full-time job, and my full-time career rather, just existing and making money online, man. It's so powerful, and I try to teach it to everybody that I possibly can. And I don't make money from teaching people how to make money. Let me make that clear. I make money from actually building active businesses that I actually love and enjoy. And it's not work. It's passive. It's extremely passive. I have digital marketing businesses. I have digital marketing expertise. I have a lot of expertise in different areas. So I want to tell to everybody, like, don't quit your job in order to start an entrepreneurship journey, unless you're forced out. If you're forced out, okay. But always use your job as a trampoline and as leverage so that you can go into, to where you have to go in terms of your, who you are as an individual, your life goals, whatever you want to achieve. And you'll definitely get there. I don't see why not. If you come to the conclusion that if you do everything in your power to work hard, not even work hard, you just have to work smart, honestly, because working hard, sometimes that has like a bad, it leaves a bad taste in my mouth, because if you're working hard, it could be in the category of insanity, because just doing the same thing all the time, expecting different results, is not the way you want to go. You want to work smart. So you want to borrow from people's videos like mine, where I'm teaching you exactly how I did it. Learn from the different stories that you may or may not know about. Look on YouTube to look for stories. But yeah, thank God for that app TikTok, because when that app TikTok came out, if you guys don't know the story, I was scrolling one day during the pandemic and I saw this young kid making over $20,000. No, he said he was making over $100,000 a month. A month. And I'm like, man, I'll make that in like, close to over half a year. Like, what's going on? How is he making that in a month? And then I went down the rabbit hole. He told me to look at his YouTube video. I looked at his YouTube video, just like how you're looking at this YouTube video now. And I went down the rabbit hole, and it just put me in e-commerce. It put me in Airbnb. My brother does Airbnb. He's an architect. My other brother does e-commerce. It just put me down this rabbit hole of entrepreneurship and side hustling. And then I got into mindset, which I already had. But it is just amazing. But if it wasn't for TikTok and me coming across that video, just like how you're probably coming across this video right now, who knows where you'd be? Who knows where I would be, rather? So that's the best thing about the social media. Social media just does a great job, an amazing job of just introducing you to new strangers and introducing you to new concepts. And once you can understand that and you know that, and you can use that and leverage that so that it could be great for you and yours and your family. And that's the best thing about social media. I saw that, went down the rabbit hole, and then a couple months later after that, I made over 250K revenue on the side, in addition to the income that I'm already receiving. And that's amazing. The only problem now I have is taxes, which you have to really, it's really a problem. But it's a good problem. If you have to pay money on taxes, that's good. That's good. If you want me to do a video on taxes and stuff like that, I'll share what I know. I'm not a tax professional. But I think it's one of the best things that you guys could ever do. Try to get into a side hustle, like an online side hustle. And you can do this at any age. And hopefully they don't bag TikTok in the next couple of days. But, even if they did, the skills that I've learned from TikTok, marketing, how to help people, how to meet new strangers, where money actually does come from, all those things that I learned from TikTok, they'll never ever leave me. It's made me a nicer person. Entrepreneurship, side hustle has definitely made me a nicer person, because, I live in a town where people usually have a crab in a barrel mentality, even though I've never really had that, but I can understand it, because there aren't a lot of resources to go around, and usually when people don't have the skills to go out and get more resources, they start to internalize and look around them and starts being greedy and say, hey, I just want all of this for myself. It's more of like an insecure, offensive mindset. Like, man, somebody's going to take this away from me, and I can't allow that to happen, because then it's going to take me a long time to get it back. But when you have an abundance mindset, like I teach you how to have, linked in the bio, the possibilities are endless. There's so many things that you could do with abundance mindset. It's actually better than a lack and a limitation mindset. Because when you only have a lack and limitation mindset, you can't really achieve much. You know what I mean? So hopefully this video did its job. And hopefully you guys click the link in the bio and, you know, just try to do your best just to push yourself forward, because at the end of the day, I can tell everybody that I come in contact with, you don't have to be great to start, but you do have to start in order to be great. So, you know, the problem with us people as we get older is that we think everything has to be done in a microwave fashion. But the fact of the matter is, the journey is actually the joyful part. Getting there, seeing the progress is actually the joyful part, right? Remember, success is not a destination, it's a journey. You have to continuously write chapters. So continuously write chapters today by clicking the link in the bio or commenting on this video. And let's get the subscribers up so that we could create a community of like-minded individuals who basically want to win in life. There's nothing wrong with that, because life, the goal of life is not perfection. The goal of life is progress. So remember, you don't have to be great to start. You do have to start in order to be great, though. And let's do that today and forevermore. Happy 2025, guys. Love you guys. Take care. Later.